All righty. Well, good afternoon, good morning, good evening, good night, wherever you happen to be watching this. This is Joe Libby, and I am delighted and excited to be interviewing a colleague and a friend of mine, a colleague in the world of magic, a motivator, and a bit of an innovator, too. His name is J.D. Stewart, MD, which means magic dude. Is that right, J.D.?
That's right, yeah. I don't perform any medical.
And he's in Austin, Texas, and so JD, thanks for taking the time to talk with me.
Glad to be here. Glad to be here.
Now you've got an interesting project going on that you call the New Magic Academy Magic Camp, right?
Yeah.
Can you tell us just a little bit about that?
Yeah, actually, that started a few years ago.
Okay.
It's a magic camp that we have primarily to teach the kids how to perform magic, not do tricks, but perform magic. And you might ask, well, what's the difference between the two? Well, a trick is like a puzzle, something to try to figure out.
Right.
But magic is entertainment. It is a way of thinking. It is a way to actually, magic brings hope to the world because you realize that things are not necessarily as they perceive. And we need that right now.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. So tell me, do you do these in a, do you do these in a live setting, or you do these online, or how do you handle?
Mostly I do them online. I mean, I do them in person, but I do have a virtual one that is available. Actually, it's for free right now, as you can bring it down, and it's my first attempt at a virtual one. So you sign up for it, and then the lessons are dripped out to you.
Oh, that's great. That's great. And we'll get the we'll be sure to put the website address for that in the show notes.
Okay.
Right now, it's available for free.
It is available right now. Yeah.
That's great. What is the what do you see as the recommended age range for the magic camp?
The camp, it ranges from 5 to 12. Basically, it's elementary school age children. Okay. And we have all of them in one group. Now you can say, well, there's a world of difference between a 5-year-old and a 12-year-old. But they're all learning the same thing, and they all help each other. And you'd be surprised at how sometimes it's a 5-year-old helping out the 12-year-old.
Is that right? I'll bet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and can you tell us about some of the results that you've seen from this camp?
Sure. I do a lot of work with some veterans, and we do a camp every year for the veterans' kids. And we had one of the things that we saw was had a little girl come in one time, and she was kind of hiding behind her mother. She was very, very shy. The mother was signing her in. The mother goes, well, I don't know if she's going to be able to make it through the day, but I'll probably have to come pick her up. But I thought we'd give this a shot. Of course, I'm thinking to myself, she's making it through the day. I'm not about to quit. She may not come back tomorrow, but she's making it through the day. And her name was Isabella. And Isabella ended up being the star of the camp. And she just blossomed. We do a show for friends and family at the end of the camp. And she was the star of the show. Huh. And for the camp that I do for the veterans, the following month, they have a dinner for all the vets. And the kids did the show for the veterans. So there's all kinds of people there. And she was the star of the show. She just stole the show. She was great. And beforehand, she was shy. She didn't have friends. She wasn't doing well in school. And after camp, things just turned around for her. And she started doing magic for kids in school. And even some of the teachers would ask her to come into their classroom and do magic for their students.
Wow.
And one day, her mother told me, she comes over and goes, Mom, 3rd graders know who I am. I'm famous. So it's like things like that. But one of the reasons we found out, one of the reasons why that she was so shy was her dad had just come back from Iraq.
Okay.
And he had both of his legs blown off. He left as a soldier and came back with no legs. And so she was having a hard time adapting to her new reality.
Yeah.
And magic gave her an escape. Well, also, unbeknownst to us, Dad was also, as you can imagine, having a hard time adapting to his new reality. And he was contemplating suicide.
Oh my.
Or ready to commit suicide. But when he saw his daughter just blossom, it gave him a reason to live. And it changed his attitude. And so he was no longer considering suicide. But not only that, as you can imagine, the stress and strain that he was under put a strain on the marriage. And Mom was about ready to file for divorce. In fact, I think she had papers filled out. But the change in Isabella changed Dad. It changed the dynamics of the marriage. So we had in one magic camp, we saved a little girl, we saved a soldier, we saved a marriage.
Wow. Wow, that's remarkable. That's remarkable. That's real magic right there.
Yeah, that is. And that's not, that story is not unique. That has, stories like that occur all the time. I shouldn't say all the time, but they're not uncommon. Mm-hmm. Let me give you another story. We had a boy come in who was autistic. And afterwards, the first day, his mom comes up to me and goes, "How was he?" And so I said, "Well, he's fine. He took a leadership role in the class. He did, he was great. Why?" She goes, "Really?" I go, "Yeah." Well, come to find out, she told me several months later that was the first success he ever had. She sat by the phone every day during camp, waiting for me to call and ask her to come pick him up because it was just too much. Wow. But Caleb was great. And in fact, kids age out of the camp. And Caleb was a big kid, and he turned 13, so he aged out of the camp. And he came up to me and goes, "Mr. Stewart, can I come back and help with the camp?" And I occasionally would have kids come in to help. And so I said, "Sure, Caleb, come on back." And he he came back, and there's a trick I teach every camp. And I change up the curriculum every year, but this one trick is in every camp. It's called rope through neck. Wrap rope around your neck and pull it through. And it takes a little bit of coordination to do it. So I introduced it the first day of camp to give everyone a chance to work on it through camp so they can perform it on Friday. And so I knew Caleb knew how to do it. I said, "Caleb, you want to teach rope through neck?" He goes, "Okay." He starts teaching rope through neck. I'm kind of watching him, and I said, "Okay, he knows what he's doing." So and I'm not paying attention. And finally, he's done. And now let me tell you about this trick. Like I said, it takes some coordination. So every time I teach it, there are a bunch of kids who don't get it, and they require individual attention. And so I say, "Thank you, very Caleb." And so I walk up and say, "Okay, if you need some help, come on up and I'll help you." Nobody came. So, "Okay, let me see you. Let me see you do it." Everybody got it. I look over at Caleb and I go, "Caleb, you teach this trick better than I do." And he's just beaming. And then after class, he comes up to me and he says, "Mr. Stewart, will you tell my mom I taught a magic trick? She doesn't believe me." Stories like that just make it all worthwhile.
Right. Absolutely. Absolutely. That's fantastic. So, and JD, if people want to find out more about the New Magic Academy Magic Camp, or if they want to find out more about you, where can they go?
They can go to newmagicacademy.com. is where I have the information about the New Magic Academy, all the camps. We do a circus camp as well in the wintertime. And so all the parties and stuff that we do as well are all listed there. And then I'll give you the link to the information so you can get the virtual camp.
Great. So that's newmagicacademy.com, correct?
That is correct, yeah.
Okay, great. Well, we'll be sure and include that link in there. And listen, thanks so much for taking the time. I know for people who are watching this, JD unfortunately is a little grayed out. He's having some slight technical difficulties, but I'm delighted that he came on and talked to us today. So JD, thanks so much, and have a terrific day.
All right, you too. Okay. Bye-bye.
you.